A lot of developers dread setting up something like scheduled and recurring push notifications.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But what if I told you it's actually super easy? This is one of the best ways to keep user retention high by scheduling notifications after the first launch and also implementing something like reminders, habit trackers, and etc. And the best part is, with this video you don't even need to know how to code. I'll walk you through the exact steps to set it up. So let's get it started. First step this time is to create some collections before adding our magic code. So your project might already have notifications set up, so you will have a notifications collection, but we're gonna start from the beginning. Just add a collection called notifications, and it should have these fields. So the first two are title and description, which are string. The next one is created time, then who created it and who received this notification. So created by and received by. Then we have read, which means if the notification was read by the user or not. This will be useful to show the unread kind of icon you show on notifications. And the next one is read time. And the last two fields are just best practice to have. Next, we need to create another collection and name it scheduled notifications. This one is a very important collection and the fields look like this. First, we have the user reference, so who owns it, then notification title, notification description, and these two are really important. Next, send date and repeat in minutes. It means when we will send the notification and when we will send it again. So if it's scheduled for now and repeat in minutes is 2 hours, it will send it now and it will send it again in 2 hours and again in 4 hours and continue. The next two are flags. So if the scheduled notification is repeating, and the next one is active, which means if the scheduled notification is active or not. And at the end, we have created time, which we always have to have. Now we are in the magic code section. Open up the quad function section and create a new quad function. Name it scheduled notifications, and we paste the magic code over here. This quad function will run every minute. And this is for the cases that the timing is very important. So if your case is not that important, change it to 60 minutes or 100 minutes, and it will have some inaccuracy in the scheduled time, but for some cases it's not really important, and this way you can save a few pennies. So based on your project or use case, you might want to make the query a bit more efficient, and for that we need to create some indexes on Firestore and change the quad function a bit. We're gonna do that, but on our Patreon community, and you can clone the project over there. Now, next session, how do we create it? I'm gonna create a feature that's going to be useful across a lot of apps. So I'm gonna schedule a notification that's gonna be sent every 24 hours, reminding the user to use the app. Be careful with this, don't spam your users. So for this feature, I'm gonna add a new flag to the users collection. We'll name it need scheduled notification. So if it's set to true, we will schedule a new notification for the user. And if it's set to false, we won't schedule a notification. This way, if the user is opening the app with a poor connection, we won't accidentally create scheduled notifications multiple times for them. Because when you open the app with a poor connection, for the first few seconds, all flags will be set to false until Flutter Flow fetches the latest values from Firestore. So this was a pro point. Keep it somewhere. And we have to change something on create account page. I'm gonna give the fields a value over here. So needs a scheduled notification set to true. So back to main feed. I'm gonna open on page load. I will add a conditional over here. And if needs a scheduled notification is equal to true, we will create a new scheduled notification. How do we do that? We create a new document. We will give the fields value. So user reference is the authenticated user. We'll put the app name for the notification title and like a random notification description. So check out what cool people are doing. Marketing. And the next two are next send date and repeat in minutes. So I'll leave next send date for now. For repeat in minutes, I'm gonna pull up the calculator. We wanna send it every 24 hours. So it's 1440 minutes. Is repeating is true. Is active is also true. And created time is the current time. Now what do we do with this next send date? we'll need a custom function that will give us the date for tomorrow, not now. So on this project, we already have a function called subtract hours from date. I'm gonna duplicate it and turn it into add hours to date, just like this. Date.add duration hours. Pretty simple. So we'll use it on next send date. We'll pass the current date and we'll add 24 hours to current date. And lastly, we need to set the flag to false so we don't schedule the notification again and again. And the last, but definitely not the least, is the Firestore security rules. This is really important and a lot of people just ignore it, but please don't. Over here, we will only allow the tagged user, meaning user reference, to create, update, delete, and read the scheduled notifications. And we should do the same thing with notifications. I'm gonna neglect it like a lot of developers and deploy it just now. Okay, one last check. Let's fix the errors. Okay, update the version to 20. It's no big deal. And cloud function is not deployed. Okay, we had a few issues. One was that my billing account was disabled, so I had to update to Blaze account again. And also, I forgot something. I forgot to add a package. And the package is moment time zone, so just add it to package.json. Now we can deploy it and we can see the deployment has been successful. And to test it, I have pulled the latest version into my cursor and I have it running on my Android emulator. Be careful that it won't necessarily work on iOS because you need your Apple developer site fully set up for the notifications to work. So let's create a new account. We have onboarded the app. Now we can check the database. We can see we have a new scheduled notification and it's scheduled for tomorrow. For the sake of testing, I'm just gonna change it to today, right now. So we can wait for the notification. Did you know we have a community where I post extra stuff, build with me projects, early access videos, and also for this one, I'm gonna share our clonable project link so you can clone this project and test this feature super quick. Oh, I received the notification. Amazing. Instagram clone. And as you can see, the next send date is set to tomorrow again. Thank you for watching the video to the end and don't forget to leave a thumbs up. See you in the next one.